On the news tonight, Muslim scholars reminded of unity irrespective of diverse school of thoughts. And profiling of FCT scrap metal dealers commences.
Yes, we have started the profiling. It is undergoing process.
This is the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5, Abuja, the Unity Station. I am Mariam George Jitbo. We start the news on a religious note. Imam of the National Mosque, Abuja, Dr. Abdulkadir Oba Sholagberu, has emphasized the importance of unity among scholars of different schools of thoughts in Islamic jurisprudence. This Islamic scholar, in his inaugural Jumat sermon as the Imam of the National Mosque, Abuja, reminds worshippers of this obligation. Religious correspondent Abdullah Ajia tells us more.
The divergent teachings and methodology of explaining and interpreting Islamic tenets, Dr. Abdul Qadir Oba Sholagberu told the congregation, was meant to offer perspectives towards understanding Islam and not to despise one another. The cleric observed that uniting to propagate Allah's religion is the best, as demonstrated by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The admonition also enjoins worshippers to fear Allah and remain steadfast in the worship. The Imam used the Jumat occasion to ask Allah to favor Nigeria, her leaders and followers.
The followers by the followers.
Meanwhile, at Nasfat Gudu Islamic Center Mosque, a special Jumat prayer to commemorate the 30th anniversary of Nasfat as an Islamic organization was held.
And the role that Nasfat is playing in the Islamic community in particular and generally among the human race is very noble.
Nasfat has changed the face of religion. Nasfat has been able, through its activities for the past 30 years, to make it know that this religion is simple and we tolerate everyone.
And also we pray for all the missionaries in church. May Allah be with every one of us.
The congregation prayed for mercy and progress for individuals and the organization to continue to guide the Ummah spiritually, morally, and socially. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
And away from religion, Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, has pledged her support to the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, in the agency's ongoing fight against human trafficking across the country. She made the promise when the Director General of the agency, Binta Adamu Bello, led top management of NAPTIP to her office in the villa. State House correspondent Adeni Taiwo reports.
Trafficking in persons is said to be the second largest transnational organized crime in the world after drug trafficking. It is also a huge menace in Nigeria and as such requires the buy-in and active engagement of critical stakeholders to fight.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Enlisting the support of Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, for the NAPTIP's renewed campaign against human trafficking and gender-based violence is top on the agenda as the Director General of the agency, Binta Adamu Bello, led her top management team to the villa. She says, notwithstanding the agency's string of success, including the recent rescue of 21 young victims taken from Niger State en route the Republic of Niger, gaps in resource mobilization and legal frameworks are some of the challenges confronting the operations of the agency. She highlighted skills acquisition for some of the victims of trafficking as one of the areas of interventions expected from the First Lady.
Limited availability of shelters across Nigeria to provide safe space for victims of human trafficking and gender-based violence who await rehabilitation and reintegration. The voice of Her Excellency will go a million miles in attracting support for the victims and also reducing the scourge in our society.
The First Lady's intervention took off on the note of advocacy as she called on youths to stop making themselves easy targets for traffickers by embracing the virtues of patience and hard work.
Just a lot of ignorance going on with parents and with young girls thinking that, oh, they can sell their babies to get some money. And I think it's really very, very sad.
She followed up with a pledge to provide key support to the agency, starting with interfacing with state governments on its behalf.
All your requests to me is justifiable. I pray I'm in a position to assist. But I think, you have a listening president who will listen to you. In skills acquisition, we can help ICT training. We are partnering with people. But only that your victims are more vulnerable. You have to plan their rehabilitation and how to also reintroduce them back to society. And so I think their training has to be different. If you have them at a particular location, we can organize for training and empowerment for them.
With the arrival of...
The First Lady also granted audience to the new national executives of the National Council for Women Societies of Nigeria, led by its new national president, Princess Edna Azura. The delegation was in her office to thank her for her motherly support to the council, especially after the passing of its immediate past national president, Hajia Adamullah. Commending them for working together in unity, the First Lady encouraged the council to do more for their members by taking advantage of RHI programs at the subnational levels.
You tell the state presidents to go to pay a courtesy visit. It's right for them to acquaint themselves to them and, to also tell them that, I instructed them to come.
She reiterated her commitment to building better families through the Renewed Hope initiative in the State House. Adeniyi Taiwo.
And now to a bit on politics. Out of the 774 cases of alleged electoral offenses in the 2023 general election, majority of the cases are still ongoing due to delay in the prosecution process. To this end, INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, is appealing to the media to collaborate with the Commission in the advocacy for the creation of Electoral Offences Tribunal. Mir Ogidi reports that the appeal was made at a consultative meeting with the media executives in Abuja.
A meeting between the pen and the ballot. The reporter being reported. 721 journalists covered the Edo governorship election. 700 deployed for the Ondo governorship election in 2024. Great partners, I must acknowledge your contribution to the growth of democracy in Nigeria. INEC chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu to the media chiefs. Yes, another task ahead. Anambra governorship polls November this year. FCT area council elections February next year. While plans are on for these two elections, by-elections also on standby.
There is an increasing number of by-elections to be conducted. In the last 3 weeks alone, vacancies have occurred in one federal constituency and 2 state constituencies. In another state, the State Assembly declared the seat of a member vacant as a result of absenteeism following the prolonged absence of the member from sittings of the House.
Sanitizing the electoral process, INEC's major area of concern. 774 alleged election offenders in the 2023 general election undergoing trial. Convictions secured in Akwa Ibom, Kebbi, and Kogi states, while arrests on vote buying by EFCC records successes in Lagos, Kwara, and Gombe states. But the delay in the process, a major wall standing against INEC efforts.
No priority attention is given to such cases, as the courts deal with a variety of other issues. It is therefore imperative to renew our call for the creation of the Electoral Offences Tribunal that have a specific jurisdiction and limited time frame for the speedy dispensation of cases.
And that I think we should also encourage the National Assembly to set these things in motion so that they can There are just too many things that they are doing that they shouldn't be doing.
INEC, the oxygen to democracy, and it must be encouraged, the media chiefs promised. Mayor Ogedi, NTA News.
Let's now shift attention to security. Profiling of dealers in scrap metals by the security agencies has commenced. FCT Commissioner of Police Olatunji Disu disclosed this after the security committee meeting held at the FCT Minister's official residence at Life Camp. Onoze Yakubu tells us more.
The FCT Security Committee meeting chaired by the FCT Minister Yeson Wiki aims to appraise the efforts of the security agencies in combating crime and criminality in the nation's capital. This is also with a view to improving the security architecture in the territory. Briefing newsmen after the meeting, the FCT Commissioner of Police Olatunji Disu discloses that renewed vigor of effective policing through joint patrols through border communities is yielding positive results.
The military, the civil defense, and the police have been embarking on a lot of clearance, having noticed that these bandits are about to be moving towards the Federal Capital Territory. This clearance operation has been going on, and it has been very, very successful, and it has been contributing to the peace you have been noticing for the past 1 or 2 weeks.
He asked that profiling of operators of scrap metal dealers, otherwise known as Babambola, has commenced.
We finally decided that we are going to involve security operatives and other states bordering the Federal Capital Territory in joint meeting, joint collaboration, and joint operation, so that we can jointly have outlook on how to police our various states. At the end of the day, it has been concluded that the activities of the task force, comprising of all the sister agencies, will continue. The last time person asked about the profiling. Yes, we have started the profiling. It is undergoing process. The ministry are taking their own time to do a lot of their questioning, giving them forms which they are filling. The last side is that of the security, and then we are starting with them any moment from now today.
He assures that the city is safe and residents should go about their normal lawful businesses. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
And now to a bit on education. The T.Y. Buratai Literary Initiative is on a mission to promote literacy in Nigeria, especially among young people. To drive this goal, the initiative recently celebrated World Read Aloud Day. Abdullahi Ajay reports that children from various schools came together for a fun reading exercise. They dove into 2 exciting books, The Drummer Boy and The Passport of Malam Ilya.
On a day that seeks to inspire readers and inculcate reading habit with its attendant benefits, the T.Y. Buratai Literary Initiative is keying into this global observance of the World Read Aloud Day 2025, with the organizers noting that these 2 books have been widely read for 65 years, underscoring their enduring relevance and importance. The T.Y. Buratai Literary Initiative aims to instill a culture of reading and promote quality education among Nigerian youths.
The air was at once filled with the blare of trumpets.
Chairperson of the T.Y. Buratai Literary Initiative, Dr. Lizzie Ben Ihenacho, who gave highlights of the 2025 activities, tasked the children who participated in reading the 2 timeless classics, The Drummer Boy and The Passport of Malam Ilya, written by Cyprian Quincy, to imbibe reading, as the session sparked imagination and curiosity among the young readers.
One very key point I would like to take away is what Mrs. Lizzie said about picking yourself up when you stumble on your words, and that everyone makes mistakes. Her first reading experience was very special to her because once you stumble, you don't want to make that mistake again.
It is good to read, and you should not be afraid to read in front of others. You have to build up your confidence.
Our foundational mandate is to contribute to a more literate Nigeria through book placements, which ensure quality, age-appropriate leisure reading materials for youths. In April 2025, we will call for the Young Adult Literature Prize 2025 submissions. In May 2025, we will do the book placement across the nation. In June 2025, the Young Adult Literature Prize submission will close.
Vice Chairman of the initiative, Dr. Mohammed Sani Abubakar, urges the children not to relent in reading a book, as this will better their vocabulary, writing skills, as well as their speaking.
The children should know that just like exercise develops your body, reading develops your mind, broadens your horizon. So this is not just reading for fun. I think it's something that will help them in their overall academic career. The earlier, the better they start to learn this thing now, the better for them.
As the children read aloud, their voices filled with enthusiasm and confidence. It was a moment of pure joy, witnessing the magic of reading and bringing people together. The Tiwai Literary Initiative's efforts to promote literacy and a love for reading has continued to inspire society while building leaders. Tiwai Literary Initiative is one of the leading non-governmental organizations that is at the forefront of promoting knowledge through reading and writing. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
A public notice is hereby issued to inform the public that the international passport and visa belonging to Lawan Ajit Saleh have gone missing. If found, please contact Mr. Maina Mohammed on this phone number 0706 270 6019. Your assistance in returning this important document is greatly appreciated. Let's see what is transport's work.
The Nigerian Rugby Federation has announced the appointment of 15 coaches to spearhead Rugby Rise and Play Nigeria, a grassroots initiative aimed at promoting girl-child participation in rugby across the nation. Rugby Rise and Play is World Rugby's first bespoke girls participation program designed to support efforts in introducing teenage girls to rugby in a progressive and enjoyable manner. The selected coaches, drawn from Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones, will work under the supervision of Wurola Hussein, a Rugby Africa certified educator. They are tasked with driving the development of rugby from the grassroots, fostering inclusivity and encouraging young girls to take up the sports. In another development, the Badminton Federation of Nigeria has announced the appointment of Ekwe Blessing Chisalam as its new chief operating officer. Her appointment comes at a pivotal time for Nigerian badminton, which has witnessed remarkable growth at the grassroots, national, and international levels. Recognized as one of the fastest growing sports in the country, the Director General of the National Sports Commission, Bukola Olupade, has stated that the Badminton Federation of Nigeria must not rest on its oars as loftier objectives lie ahead. The Chief Operating Officer of BFN aims to expand its outreach, economic appeal, enhance programs, improve administration, and create more competitive opportunities for the Federation. Talking football, English League leaders Liverpool were sensational with a 4-0 victory over Tottenham in the second leg of the English League semi-final, bringing aggregate to 4-1. Liverpool will now face Newcastle in the final of the Carabao Cup. With Sports Brief, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
Yusufa yuba wani agwa na baye gayi kinye sala gabe nke zidna asala shi ba ye Dr. Abdul Kadir Oba Solo Gberu wala anyi kan mi ge asala gabe na sala busi gi abakpe yi golo ba ku gbelo do agizazan aivi nge sala bubutu Abdullahi Chia wada ge babe je ni sala ka be be da sanu go be gi juma wi sala busi ekize na ye wa godo wela asala ji che bapa nge ba golo ba ku gbelo do na je aivi sala bubutu ba ku shekwa yi wa ma ki tu ko da shi ya zaza nge so ai kitu kwa da nyi ko je Oluremi Tinubu wala aguga nge wo ba su wado na napti gbada kwin ba su kun na zai ba kwaza leche lo nfenu tutin adani Taiwo wada nge aza mba kwaza leche ina fenu tutin shi abanu kwa shi nu gwamnati ta ile be kwa je godu ai kitu kwa da nge nyi ko be da bada da no sanu go be go ya napti zana gmai ya binta Adamu Bello nwa zai nwa tutin shi ba villa we goto nge abo kote biya kote gola ajo goto kwai just gwamnati ke suna tutin shi ba la abo za shi kwai la putamana la washi na ba kwa ki tutin shi na busu bida da na bada kawai dai ba ma je shi tutin shi ba a jaba ni ko shi be ke zai dai aku nge ayat ni ya na fidan kulu ke zai dai ga dudu wani zai yakubu wada ga busu bida zana gbange sipio latinji dusu wani bai daba da ya kwani sanu ba bai suwa do bai shi sase gisi na je minister kisin da ya puwa ko life cap wa godo ge wa basu wa do bai na ba asha ban ko shi be in ba sasa la kisin da ya magbaje ana ba yi ku zai baja da wo ko na shi kwasi size
Masu kallo da sauraron mu assalamu alaikum barkanmu da yammacin juma'a a takaice ga fasarar wasu daga cikin labaran mu yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. A sakon hudubar sallar juma'ar yau a matsayin ɗaya daga cikin limaman babban masallacin juma'a na ƙasa da ke nan birnin tarayyar ƙasa Abuja, Ustaz Abdulkadir Oba Solaberu ya tunatar da al'umma akan haɗa kan malamai duk da bambance-bambancen ɗari'u na addinin musulunci. Wakilinmu Abdullahi Hajiya ya shaida mana cewa ya sake jan hankalin malamai da al'umma gaba ɗaya da su haɗa kansu tamkar tsintsiya su bautawa Allah ɗaya a zauna lafiya da juna. Ya kammala hudubar da addu'a Allah ya taimaki shugabanninmu ya zaunar da ƙasar nan lafiya. Mai ɗakin shugaban ƙasa Oluremi Tinubu ta yi alkawarin baiwa hukumar yaƙi da fasakwabrin bil'adama ta ƙasa NAFTIP gudunmawa domin ta samu nasara a ƙoƙarin da take na yaƙi da fataucin ɗan adam a faɗin ƙasar nan. Wakilin fadar shugaban ƙasa Adeniyi Tayo ya rawaito mana cewa ta bayyana haka ne a yayin da tawagar jami'an hukumar ƙarƙashin jagorancin shugabar hukumar Binta Adamu Bello ta kai mata ziyara a ofishinta da ke fadar shugaban ƙasa, inda ta bayyana farin cikinta akan ƙoƙarin da hukumar ke yi. Domin samar da ingantaccen tsaron rayuka da dukiyoyin al'umma mazauna babban birnin tarayyar ƙasa Abuja, kwamitin tsaron birnin tarayya Abuja ya zauna ya tattauna akan yadda za a magance ƙalubalen tsaro da dama a babban birnin ƙasar. Wakilinmu Sha'ibu Wanizu Yakubu ya shaida mana cewa kwamishinan 'yan sandan Abuja Olatunji Disu shi ne ya sanar da haka jim kaɗan bayan tashi daga zaman da suka yi a gidan ministan Abuja da ke unguwar Life Camp. Ta ƙarshen labarin namu ne kenan sai kuma ranar Litinin idan Allah ya kai mu kwana lafiya.
ọnụ ga-akụwa ka anyị gba nwoke afọ Chisombo na nke abalị a Imam nke mọskụ ukwu ala anyị Ọkammụta Abdulkadir Oba Solaberu na-ekwu na njikọ aka na ịdị n'otu dị oke mkpa n'ebe ndị ndu na ndị nkụzi nke Islam niile nọ. Onye ọrụ anyị Abdullahi Hajiya na akụkọ akọwara na Ọkammụta Abdulkadir Oba Solaberu mere ka nke a pụta ihe n'oge ọ na-edu n'ekpere Jumat nke mbụ ya dịka Imam mọskụ ukwu ala anyị. O chetara ha mkpa ọ dị ịtụ egwu ala tinyere iji ofe ya kpọrọ ihe mgbe o jikwara kpee ekpere ma rịọ ala maka ọganihu nke ala anyị. Nwunye onye isi ala Oloremi Tinubu ekwupụtala nkwado ya nye ụlọ ọrụ ahụ maka nkwụsị ịtụ mgbere mmadụ n'ala anyị akpọrọ NAPTIP dịka ụlọ ọrụ anọ n'ọrụ ịhụ na akwụsịrị ịtụ mgbere mmadụ gbaa ala anyị gburugburu. Nwunye onye isi ala kwupụtara nkwado ya n'oge onye isi nke ụlọ ọrụ NAPTIP Binta Adamu Bello duru ndị isi nke ụlọ ọrụ a mee njem nleta n'ụlọ ọrụ nwunye onye isi ala dị n'obi ọchịchị ala anyị. onye ọrụ anyị n'Obiochi Adeniyi Taiwo wetara anyị akụkọ na onye isi nke ụlọọrụ NAPTIP Binta Adamu rịọrọ nwunye onye isi ala arịrịọ inye aka ịkwado ndị ịtụ mgbere mmadụ a metụtara aka site n'inwe usoro ọzụzụ ọrụ nke onwe onye. Ndekọ aha iji mara ka ndị na-ere ma na-azụ ahịa igwe ndị mebiri emebi n'obodo a malitere. Ọ bụ onye isi ndị uwe ojii n'obodo a bụ FCT Olatunji Disu mere ka amata nka dịka ha mesịrị nzukọ nke ndị aka ha dị n'ọrụ nchekwa n'obodo a bụ nke mere n'ụlọ onye ọchị na-ekọchị obodo a bụ FCT dị na Life Camp. Onoziakụ bụ onye ọrụ anyị n'oge a bubatara anyị akụkọ na onye isi ndị uwe ojii a kọwara na njikọ aka nke ndị ọrụ nchekwa na-enye aka iji hụ na udo dịrị n'obodo a. Ka jide ya otu ndị
ẹ kú dédé wòye ìròyìn aago méje ló dé sétí ìgbọ̀yìn láti olúléeṣẹ́ móhùnmáwòrán Karùn-ún láti ìlú Àbújá. Olúwaṣèyí Abímbọ́lá Ọ̀yáwọlé ní oníròyìn. Níbi ìwàásù àkọ́kọ́ tí dókítà Abdulkareem Ọba Ṣọlágbẹ̀rù ṣe ní mọ́ṣáláṣí olú ìlú orílẹ̀-èdè ní Àbújá ló ti tẹnumọ́ pé ohun pàtàkì ni ó ṣe fún gbogbo ìsìláàmù àti àwọn onímọ̀ wọn láti parapọ̀ láti sọ̀mọ̀ di ọ̀kan kí ìtẹ̀síwájú lè dé bá ẹ̀sìn náà. Oníròyìn ilé ìpínlẹ̀ Adeniyi Taiwo jábọ̀ pé ìyáàfin alákòóso orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà Olúrẹ̀mí Tinubu ti sọ pé òun yóò ti àwọn NAPTEP lẹ́yìn láti lè dẹ́kun gbogbo ìwà àfipágbéni lọ sí òkè òkun lọ ṣe ẹrú kù nínú ìlú báyìí. Lẹ́yìn ìpàdé ti ìgbìmọ̀ àti àwọn aláàbò ti orílẹ̀-èdè èyí tí ó wáyé ní ilé mínísítà olú ìlú Abuja Nyesom Wike ní Life Camp ni kọmíṣánná ọlọ́pàá Dísù Ọlátúnjí ti sọ wípé àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ náà ti parapọ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gba orúkọ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn oníṣẹ́ àṣàkù irin ní àárín Àbújá. Wọ́n sọ pé àwọn yóò parapọ̀ láti mú kí ìlú náà kó wà láyọ̀ àti lálàáfíà. Tí ò kò jù báyìí lọ lórí ìròyìn wa, a ó tún máa ní gbọ́dọ̀ là sùn rin.